Hi, my name is Scott Russell. Sorry for the late start today. Had a little bit of trouble with our equipment. Let's go ahead and begin class. So I'll go ahead and open up. If you're still struggling with that, there's a blog on arkansaswushu.com that can help you out with that. Today is our 1 month anniversary for the classes. So today what I want to do is kind of quickly go through the entire curriculum so that you can see everything that you need to get a yellow belt in Chuan Fa. So we're going to go through the whole system, but first, of course, swim up and stretch out. I want to do a little bit of a different warm-up today just to mix it up a little bit. So we're going to start with running in place, kind of keeping your knees high. Again. Bring those knees up. Keep running. All right, first thing we're going to do is drop to the ground on our back and do 15 crunches. Ready? And go. Hit up and keep running. I guess I should count those out loud for you to kind of set a pace. You want to keep moving the whole time. Never stop because it's warm up. You want to get your heart rate up a little bit. Okay, so we're going to drop and do 10 push-ups next. And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Up, keep running. Knees up. Keep moving. Do the same thing one more time. So drop to the back, 15 crunches, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Up. Keep running. And keep those knees high. And last 10 push-ups. And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hand up. Keep running. And stop. Right leg back, left leg forward. I'm going to do stretch kicks. Keep your heels back, or your toes pulled back. Kick that leg up as high as you can get it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, let's do side stretch kicks. There's 2 ways you can do a side stretch kick. One way is with the toes facing up. The other way with the toe facing forwards. And it will stretch 2 different muscles. So whenever you work out, I suggest you switch it every time to make sure that you're getting both muscle groups. Today I'm going to do mine with my toes facing forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so let's start off with some simple punches. First thing we're going to do in the yellow belt is a forward punch or a jab. You're just going to punch off your front leg. That's all that means. I recommend keeping your chin tucked down and looking down your fist as you punch. Your shoulders should come close to touching your cheek. If you have a mirror, then basically just look at yourself in the mirror and punch yourself in the nose in the mirror. Okay, so let's do 10 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're just going to do 5 of everything today and make sure we get through the entire yellow belt. Okay, so next we're going to do the reverse punch. Reverse punch, just the opposite of a forward punch. Instead of coming off the front with a forward leg, come off the back with a reverse leg. And these punches are landing horizontal or flat. So you will roll your shoulder into them. Just a reverse punch. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, next, I want to throw a double punch. Now, we use the terms flicking and sticking sometimes. And what that means is if it's a flicking jab, it's just going to come out and straight back in. If it's a sticking jab, we're going to leave it out there because we're going to use it to work and add techniques off of it. So, right now, we're going to throw a double punch. So, for that, we're going to use flicking because we're going to come right back to where we started. And when we get to triple punches, you'll see why we do that. Okay, so double punch, forward punch, reverse punch, back to where you started. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so triple punch. Instead of flicking, we're going to do the triple punch as sticking. So what that means is that last punch, we're going to leave it hanging out there. And that way, we're switching sides every time. And then with a forward punch, and then with a reverse punch, and then with a forward punch. Okay, so triple punch sticking. 1, 2, 3. Switch sides. Okay, so I'm going to do the jab. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Reverse punch. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Double punch flicking. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Triple punch sticking. And we'll drop 3 on those. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, now for my back leg, I'm going to throw a vertical punch. Vertical just means straight up and down. That's all it is. It's a vertical fist. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Switch sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, next let's do a back fist punch. Back fist punch is going to start at the shoulder, come straight out here with the back of the fist, and come back. This is a horizontal back fist. Later you might hear a vertical back fist, which just means up and down versus sideways. But both strikes are just back fist strike anytime you hit with the back of that fist. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, let's do it on the other side. And just for fun, let's really dig down into that horse stance. So let's start with your feet together. Turn your heels as far apart as you can. Do it again. Do it one more time. Bend those legs so your legs are almost parallel with the floor. Point that punch, and let's do that punch from there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, and let's come up. Okay, so next we're going to do a roundhouse punch. So for this one, you're going to take a step up, bring this hand out to the side, swinging it whenever you get to their guard. is up. You want to pull in tight, trying to come around that guard into the jaw. And if you do it real tight, you can kind of trap that arm in your elbow joint to trap them for more techniques. It's kind of hard to pull off though. But for now, you just want to step in, bring that across, and just come back and let it hit you in the chest. It's a good way to practice. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's do the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, now let's do the reverse roundhouse punch. So I'm going to step up kind of sideways, bring that out. I'm going to go into a hard bow stance. So both legs forward, front knee bent. Bring that out and to the side. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Other side, same punch. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, next one, do the overhead roundhouse punch. For this one, I'm going to come over the head and downward and rake. Try to think of coming in between someone who has their guard too wide. You want to come down in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, next one, do the side horsepower punch. So think of just drawing a bow on this one, except for instead of your hand being straight, it's going to turn into a horizontal punch. But you're going to grab, step in sideways, and throw the punch. Pulling this back to your knee, or this hand back past your head. Think of pulling a hand and pulling it back as you throw your punch, and try to sink into your stance as you do it. It's called a side horsepower punch. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, let's do it facing the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Great. Remember, if you have water nearby, take a drink whenever you need to. Okay. The next technique we're going to do after that is a sideways vertical punch. This one you want to keep your hands basically tied to your side. And as you step up, turn your body sideways, throw that punch out vertically. Again, try to sink into that horse stance and really put some power behind that punch. You want to really ground that technique. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, I believe that completes all of the punches. So next thing we're going to do is our kicks. Let's go ahead and get into a bow stance. Left leg forward, right leg back. We'll start with the front snap kick. Again, if you didn't go to any of the last classes, the snap kick has 4 parts. You're going to lift the knee up, extend the leg out. For our first one, we're going to hit with our toe down at that growing level. Bring the foot back and set down. Remember to keep your eyes focused straight ahead. Keep a good posture, and that'll keep you from wobbling and losing your balance. All right, so we're going to do 5. Ready, and begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's go ahead and switch legs. Same kick. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Switch legs. Still going to do a snap kick. So this time we're going to use the ball of the foot and hit the solar plexus. So you bring it up a little bit higher. Kick straight out. Bring it back. Set down. All right. And begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Switch sides. Same kick. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Switch sides. I'm going to do a snap kick high. Just kick as high as you can and hit with the heel of your foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Switch sides. Same kick. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right. So let's go ahead and get into a horse stance. Next, we're going to do a side snap kick. For this kick, I'm going to bring into your knee, looking to your right, drag it up your leg, extend it out, hitting with the edge of the foot, bring it back to your knee, slide down, and back into stance. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Other side, same kick. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, now we're going to go back to the other leg. So I'm going to throw a rear snap kick. So to do this kick, let's get into what's called a broken bow stance. And the best way to learn this stance is just to take a small leap forward, bend both knees, so you're in kind of a comfortable stance. This one, with the heel already up. This one's already planted because you're going to shift your weight. That way, when you look behind you, you just lift that leg up and kick straight back. So let me turn this way, maybe you can see a little better. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Switch sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, now that we've learned the snap kick all 3 ways, let's go ahead and do the double kick. The latest blog on Arkansas, we should get you some tips on how to help with these kicks, because it may be hard to balance at first. But what you're going to do is do a front snap kick, followed by a rear snap kick, and then sit down for your double kick. So to do this, keep your back straight, pick a point, lift your knee, rest your foot on your inside of your knee, extend your leg, bring it back, turn your head as you're at that resting point. It'll be the easiest time. And then kick back. And then come back and sit down. When you do it a little faster, it'll be a little easier to balance, of course. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Switch sides. Double kick. 1, and it's front snap kick, rear snap kick, set down. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, let's go ahead and switch back. Next, we're going to do the triple kick, which is just all 3 snap kicks. You have the front snap, side snap, and the rear snap. The same thing. Focus your eyes forward as you lift your knee and do the first kick. Then turn your head, snap it out to the side, turn it the other 180 degrees, snap it backwards, and then set down. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Switch sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right. So those are all of our snap kicks. Next, we have a wheel kick. We're going to do it on 2 levels. We'll do it low, do it high. For low, we'll do anywhere below the waist. So I like to think of it like kicking the side of something. Basically, just point your knee, turn, and slide into it. And different fighters prefer different parts. Some people hit with the instep, some people hit with the shin. Use your personal preference and kind of experiment a little bit, see what you like, and cater your fighting style to your preferences, because that's what's going to work better for you. All right, so roundhouse kick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch sides. 1, 2. Sorry, I forgot what I'm supposed to do. 5, 3, 4, and 5. Switch sides. I'm going to do the wheel kick high, same kick, just anywhere above the waist. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Switch sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, next let's do the Japanese thrust kick. You want to switch the kick with the right leg. For this kick, you're going to lift your knee high up into the chest. Once you're high up into the chest, you're going to push through. Let this foot pivot. And for now, we're going to go ahead and push all the way through. And then step back. Okay. 1, lift the knee, push through, and come back. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, let's switch sides. Other leg, same kick. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, that concludes all the kicks. That leaves us with our blocks. So first block we're going to learn is a downward block. You're just going to step back, and hit a little over the knee. In hard styles, you want them to chamber. I started off with a hard style before I began wushu, so you may see me chambering every now and then out of habit. But in Chuan Fa, that block comes from wherever the hand is or happens to be at the time. There's not necessarily a chamber for it. If you want one, I recommend starting by the ear and hitting straight down, ending just past the knee when it's in. Okay, so let's do 5 of those. And let's go ahead and chamber just to make it easier. Bring it by the ear, step back, bring it back over the leg. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Switch sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, just the opposite of the downward block. Of course, we have an upper block. For this one, you're just going to step back. I kind of like to use a back stance for this one or a reverse bow. Either one's fine. You want to step back and bring that hand up. Kind of make your feet into an L if you want. This is more of a traditional hard style stance, but Kempo is based on karate and judo, and Kempo comes from Chinese Chuan Fa, which is what we're doing here, is the Chuan Fa style. So let's go ahead and step back and bring that up. And if you want to use a traditional bow stance, that's fine too. In fact, let's just use bow stance. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, next we have an inward block. So let's bring your left hand by your ear. Step forward on this one. Let's step forward all the way into a horse stance, sideways. So I'm going to face this way so you can see it. And when you step up, do your inward block. If you were facing forward, it would be right past your nose. Since we're facing sideways, it'll be just a little bit past your ear. Okay. 1, 2. I like to put this hand forward because that's a chamber, and it just makes it a nice path. 3, 4, and 5. Facing the other way. So again, right hand by your ear. If you want, it makes it a little easier. Bring your left hand up so you can pull it back to your waist as you strike. 1. And that hand should come back just as fast as the other hand goes out to help add power. You're twisting your body into it. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, next we have our outward block. So this one let's take our left hand and reach by our right waist. We step back. Think of like almost drawing the sword. Bring that hand straight out though, ending it just past the shoulder. Or actually even with the shoulder. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Other side, same block. 1, so reach like you're drawing something and pull it out. 2, use that waist motion to add power to your technique. Don't just use your hand, try to throw your body into it as well. 3, 4, and 5. Okay, next we have a palm reverse hand block. So let's go ahead and get into horse stance. Nice deep one just for the practice. Reverse hand block just comes over here and moves over. That's it. Just someone kind of throwing a rising kick at you, so you just want to think, step and just hit it a little bit so it doesn't hit a sensitive area. But we're going to do this from horse stance. So 1, other side. 2, other side. 3, other side. So reverse hand block. 4 and 5. Next is the palm up reverse hand block, which is exactly what it sounds like. It's just a reverse hand block with the palm facing up and set it down. And then on the other side. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, after that we have a downward press. Downward press, think someone's choking you or something, so you're just going to put your hand on top of theirs and push it down. And then do the same thing on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops, sorry, 3, 4, and 5. All right, up. So that's all of our blocks, all of our kicks, all of our punches. The only thing we didn't really do is stance. So I'll do the tradition. I've updated the stances since I learned them to kind of condense them a little bit. But I will run you through the stances the way I run them, which is simply formal stance, informal stance, horse stance. Side horse stance just means facing sideways. They say left side facing means horse stance with the left side of the body facing the instructor or the opponent. Side horse stance right facing. So on the other side. Modified, just take a step forward. So you're basically doing a horse stance at a 45. And soft bow, both legs comfortably bent, ready to jump forward, back into your fighting position. So we go to the left, side horse, left facing, modified, soft bow. If you want hard bow, just straighten that back leg and bend that front knee some more, and you're basically in your hard bow stance. Your soft bow is just easier to move and fight, whereas your hard bow is more of an ending power move whenever you need to dig into the ground to add power to your punch. Okay, after those we have cat stance, which for us, cat stance, if you make an L, toes just touch down on the front leg, all the weight's on the back foot. Other side, crane stance, same stance really, but the back foot turns forward so they're facing the same way. All right, that should be all of our yellow belt stances, I believe. Okay, so next we have our forms. Our first form is just covering the blocks. It's called star blocks, which is form 1. So let's go over it 3 times slowly, and then we'll do the last form a couple of times. Show you, and that will be the entire yellow belt curriculum. Okay, so form 1, star blocks. I'm going to step out and touch your fist to your hand. Come back, set back into a horse stance, upper block with your right hand, inward block, outward block, all the way to an extended outward block, and downward. Bring it back to your waist, do the other side. Upward block, inward block, outward block, extended outward block, and downward block. Bring it back up. Both hands up, in, both hands out, and both hands down. Reverse hand block, reverse hand block. Palm up reverse hand block, other side. Downward press, and on the other side. I'll do 2 straight punches, 2 punches at a 45-degree angle, 2 punches at a 90-degree angle, 2 elbows straight up, and close. That is star blocks form. So I'm going to go ahead and do that 2 more times. Star blocks. 2. In. Out. Down. Upper block. Inward block. Outward block. Downward block. Both hands. Upper block. Inward block, outward block, downward block. Reverse hand block, reverse hand block. Palm up, reverse hand block, palm up, reverse hand block. Downward press, downward press. Straight punch, straight punch. 45, 45, 90, 90, elbow, elbow. And close. One more time. And 3. Open. Then just go straight down if we want. Upward block, inward block, outward to extend it outward, and downward block. Other side. Upward block, inward block, outward to extend it outward block, and downward block. Both hands up, in, both hands out, and both hands down. Reverse hand block, reverse hand block. Palm up, reverse hand block, palm up, reverse hand block. Downward press, 2 straight punches, 2 45s, 2 90s, 2 elbows. And that ends form 2. Form 1, start box. Now we're going to do form 2. So form 2 has a bunch of steps to it, but you're mainly doing 4 blocks followed by reverse punch. So you're going to do an inward block, an outward block, an upper block, and a downward block. Your inward blocks will be facing the 12 o'clock direction or straight forwards. Whenever you switch to an outward block, you'll step up to a 9 o'clock direction or striking to your left. Whenever you switch to an outward block, you will be in a 3 o'clock direction. And then back to your downward blocks will be at a 6 o'clock direction. All right. So I'll go ahead and perform the form once just so that you can see it. Then we'll go over the steps, and then we'll do that form 5 times. Okay. So short form. This is block punch form, short form, also known as form 2. Okay, so let's begin. I'm going to step up just a little closer, get a little more room. I'm going to step out to the right hand becomes a fist, touches the left palm, comes back. I step back into a modified horse stance, basically a horse stance at a 45-degree angle, throwing a right inward block. And then pivot into a hard bow stance with a reverse punch. I'm going to repeat it on the other side. So I just bring that back to my ear, step back, inward block, reverse punch. Let's do just that much of it. So you should step out to the right and open. Step back left with a right inward block. Punch. Step back left inward block. Punch. All right. After those techniques, next we're going to step up. Pivot 180 degrees as you turn. Twist this hand across your body into an outward block and throwing a reverse punch there. And then stepping back with an outward block and another reverse punch. So to do that whole thing together, step out and open, step back left with a right inward block, reverse punch. Step back right with a left inward block, reverse punch. Step up, pivot into an outward block, reverse punch. Step back, right outward block, reverse punch. Okay, from here, this leg is just going to step straight over. And that way, whenever your body turns 180 degrees, you're just automatically in an upper block facing 180 degrees the other direction, which allows you to reverse punch there, and your upper block, reverse punch there. So up to there, you know, step up and open, step back in, step back left inward block, reverse punch. Step back left inward block, reverse punch. Step up, left outward block, reverse punch. Step back, right outward block, reverse punch. Step over, lift the hand into an upper block, reverse punch. Step back, upper block, and reverse punch. And I want to finish this off by looking forwards, downward block, reverse punch, step back, downward block, reverse punch, step up, fist touches the palm, hands up, out to the side, and close. Whether you come straight down or come up to your fist and then down is just up to your personal preference and how you feel at the time. Okay. So, form 2, block punch form, 5 times. 1, inward block, punch. Inward block, punch. Step up, outward block, punch. Outward block, punch. Step over, upper block, punch. Step back, upper block, punch. Look forward, downward block, punch. Step back, downward block, punch, and close. 2, form 2, block punch form. It's also called short form block punch form because there is a longer version. Okay. Right inward block, reverse punch. Left inward block, right reverse punch. Left outward block, right reverse punch. Right outward block, left reverse punch. Step over, right upper block, right reverse punch. Step back, right upper block, left reverse punch. Left downward block, right reverse punch. Step back, right downward block, left reverse punch, and close. And don't worry if you don't get it every time, just follow along the best you can. You can always repeat the class later. If you go to arkansaswushu.com, all of this is written in an online manual. We have videos to most of the links. I'm working on video and putting them up all the time, so not everything is there, but we will get there. Okay, so let's go ahead and do number 3. Block punch form, short form. Form 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. And close. Okay, 4th time. Form 2, block punch form, short version. Open. Right inward block, left reverse punch. Left inward block, right reverse punch. Step up. Pivot 180 degrees, left outward block, reverse punch. Sorry, 90 degrees, not 180. Step back, outward block, reverse punch. Step over to pivot 180 degrees, upper block, reverse punch. Step back, upper block, reverse punch. Downward block, reverse punch. Step back, downward block, reverse punch. Step up, and close. All right, last time. So I'm going to let you perform it on your own pace. I'm just going to go ahead and do it along my own pace and try to perform it the best you can. Rewind, repeat if you need to. All right. Short form, form 2, block punch form. See how are we doing? Good. All right. That completes all of yellow belt from the beginning to the end. We did all of our stances today. We did all of our kicks. We did all of our punches. We did all of our blocks. We did all of our forms. If you need a reference to all of these, you can find it on arkansaswushu.com. Just click on the Styles tab, and then this style is Chuan Fa, so it should be the one on bottom all the way to the left. Click on it, click on yellow belt, and you will see the full list of all the techniques we've done today. There should be videos to most of those techniques to show you how to do them. So let's go ahead and do a little bit of relaxed stretching, and then we'll close out for the day. So let's go ahead and put your legs twice underneath your shoulders, grab your elbows, and hang down. Over to your left side. And back over to your right. Okay, let's go ahead and put your hands down in the middle, turn your toes up, and go ahead and walk that until you're sitting down and reach forward a ways. Just wait 10 seconds. Curl your hand in, put your palms down, and move your fingers forward. So you'll move one hand face forward. All right, go over to your left side. And over to your right side. All right, back on your feet. Thank you for watching. Hope you liked the class. Feel free to subscribe. We'll be here every Tuesday. Now that we've been here for 1 month, we're actually going to expand classes and try to shoot for twice a week. I'm not completely set yet, but I do believe that the second class will be on Thursdays at 7 p.m. Central Time as well. Hopefully we'll see you there and you'll get twice as much training now. Thank you for joining us.